everybody. Good afternoon. How are you? So, I've been busy today. I posted a react to the Twitter peeps first, and I just finished up another react to Chantal where she was at KFG. She was gloating about the fact that she thought she'd won as far as staying in Syria. According to her, Salah went down to immigration without her and got everything all taken care of so she could stay in Syria a lot longer. Although, if I were Chantal, I would not be trusting Salah at his word because he could have been doing anything while he was out. He was gone for 4 or 5 hours. He could have been red rooming for all she knew. But in my opinion, I think that Salah is setting her up for a big fall. Like there's going to be a big crash in the future, and it might happen around payday. Those of us that have watched Neo Tarot, she did a tarot reading on Foodie and said that something interesting will be happening around the time of the new moon, which would be about the 24th, I believe. So that would be about 2 days after payday. So I am interested to see what's going to happen directly after payday. I think payday, something about her YouTube pay and maybe not getting enough money, that's going to be a problem. But in the meantime, she's feeling very good about herself. She's very smug, and she was gloating about staying in Syria. She was very happy about knowing that she wouldn't have to travel or go anywhere. So she put all of her trust in Salah, that he did what he said that he did. And something that somebody brought up on Twitter, and it is a very valid point, that if he went to immigration and got some kind of okay for her to be in Syria, where is the documentation? Chantal, did he show you any kind of paperwork or documentation that he actually went to immigration and got the okay? I would think, you being a Canadian citizen in Syria, that that would be important. Where is the documentation? Where is the paperwork? If someone in Syria questions you and says, "Why are you still here?" wouldn't you need some paperwork to show that you got the okay from the Syrian government to be there? I would think so. So I'm going to go over her live stream. And also, there are some Twitter peeps that I'd like to show you. And I'd also like to show you something interesting about something that people do in Syria, some recreational party favor by the name of Captagon, because Captagon is an issue. It is a problem over in Syria. And I want to give you guys more information about that. So, how about we get this started? Let's get right into the Twitter peeps and get started with her live stream. All right, it's time for the Twitter peeps. Let me just go ahead and bring that on up so you guys can see. So, for those of you that are on Twitter, that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you that are not on Twitter, that's why I do the Twitter peeps, so we can all keep up with everything relating to Chantal, as well as me showing you guys some fun stuff, some cool stuff, creative stuff, because I like to do that too. I like to mix in the good with the not so good. So let's start here with a post courtesy of Debbie's World. Debbie's World said, "You would think that he would have a piece of paper that shows that she was given the extension, or that was she was made some type of a citizen or whatever. I'd want to see that. So let's make her show us that. Let's see your proof if there's no proof that it is not real." So full credit to you, Debbie's World. You were the one who brought up the point that I just mentioned. Where is the documentation? Where is the paperwork to show that she was given an extension or she was allowed to stay there for a certain amount of time? We're not seeing it, and she's not showing it to us. And doesn't Chantal like to get one over on Girl World? Isn't she rebellious? If there was actual proof, why wouldn't she show it to us? Just, like waving in our face, like, "Ha ha, Girl World, I can stay here longer and there's nothing you can do about it." Why isn't she showing us the proof? Why isn't he showing us the proof? I got questions. Coffee Time says, "Did he just tell her to slow down while eating?" Well, let's watch the clip and find out.
Mushroom. Wow. Yeah.
I think he did. I think he did just tell her to slow down, and look at that embarrassed smile for the camera. He's telling her to slow down. She's not going to slow down, Salah. If anything, she's going to speed up. She's got to get that food in as fast as possible. Bad Seed says, Foodie Beauty, feel free to use this clip. I isolated her voice so everyone could clearly hear what she said. So this has to do with her bragging about being a refugee. Let's listen.
What is it the law? I'm a refugee. What is it the law? I'm a refugee.
You're not a refugee. You're a tourist. Stop romanticizing being a refugee, Chantal. It's not cool. It's rather tacky. You're being rather tacky saying something like that. Queen Jellybean says, Foodie Beauty, why in the F must you and Crap Boy just continue to lie? Like we have shoddy internet access, no Google, and 1 hour power every day. Salah absolutely did not sponsor you as his wife to live in Syria. So here's the AI overview about that. It says no, a Syrian citizen cannot directly sponsor a Canadian spouse to live in Syria. Sponsorship in immigration context typically refers to the process of sponsoring a family member to immigrate to the sponsor's country of citizenship or residence. In this case, a Syrian citizen cannot sponsor a Canadian spouse to come to Syria because Syria is not actively offering a pathway for immigration through family sponsorship, especially not for Canadian citizens. So there you go. There it is. If you want to know, Chantal, did he do what he said he did? AI just answered you. The answer is no, he lied. Wonder Mom says Foodie Beauty's minions can delete as much as they want. But the truth is, Chantal and Salah are garbage. Spending money the people of Syria have to work a week for and feed a family with on one meal. They think it's cute. It's not. It's gross because they think they are better. So here's some of the comments. Ashley of Everything says all that money and the both of them just stepping over poor folks to go gorge themselves on fast food. The same planet but different worlds. I agree. It's gross. It's her going to KFG and doing mukbangs in Syria when there are so many people that are hungry, and she's not making an attempt to help some of the citizens there, although she could quite easily, is just disgusting. Kelly says, come on, guys, stop being mean. This is Foodie Beauty's first meal of the day and has lost weight. She deserves to eat enough for a family of four. Well, her losing weight, I doubt that. And if she's losing weight, why do her clothes look so tight? Wouldn't they be loose by now? I think so. So, once again, this is her meal. This is all for her. Pile of food in front, sandwich to the side. I don't know what this is. That one meal is equal to, say, the calories of 4 or 5 meals for me. That's entirely too much, ma'am. Ugh, sorry about that. I didn't know I'd see that. Gross. Next. Um, Mystic Baby Snakes says over half of Syrians, 14.5 million people are food insecure, 9 million in acute hunger, and 90% live in poverty. Seeing Foodie Beauty stuffing her tone deaf face with a family sized meal for content. What an absolutely tasteless spectacle. Agreed. I can do nothing but agree with you because I do agree. Mrs. Flupa Booty says, anyone else notice when she said she'd still have to leave Syria every now and then she trailed off and said she couldn't remember what her roommate told her? I don't think she has a clue what he did regarding her visa. Oh no, she doesn't have a clue at all. She wasn't there. She's just going by what he told her. And can you really trust him, Chantal? Are you sure he's not just plotting revenge? and this is a phase in the plot for revenge to have you overstay. And then after you've overstayed and he's got you in the palm of his hand, taking your money, taking the cat and leaving you there hanging high and dry, I'd be wondering. Coffee Drinker says this AI overview. No, it is highly unlikely that Syria would accept a Canadian as a refugee. Generally, refugees are people fleeing prosecution or conflict in their home country, and Canada is considered a safe and stable country. Syria, on the other hand, has been experiencing a prolonged civil war and humanitarian crisis, making it a country that people are fleeing, not seeking refuge in. Additionally, Canada has not had diplomatic relations with Syria since 2012 and advises against all travel to the country. Here's why. Refugee status. Refugee status is typically granted to those who face persecution or a well founded fear of persecution in their home country. Canadians generally do not face such threats in their country of origin. Syria's situation. Syria is experiencing a severe humanitarian crisis due to ongoing conflict, making it a place where people are seeking refuge, not a destination for refugees. Canada's role. Canada has been involved in resettling Syrian refugees moving on, from countries like Jordan, Lebanon, and Turkey. But this involves bringing people from refugee camps or other temporary locations outside of Syria, not directly from within Syria. Diplomatic relations. Canada closed its embassy in Damascus in 2012 and has limited ability to provide consular services in Syria. So you're not a refugee, Chantal. So please stop saying that you are, okay? Just quit it. Look at the baby. Yog says, I can do that. So the owner is trying to teach the puppy how to use the pee pad. And the puppy's like, are you playing with me? Look at that baby. He's so cute. I just want to pick him up and cuddle him. Look at those little feet. He's like stomping the little feet. Aw. Puppy's like, I'm not exactly sure what you want me to do, but you're giving me attention, so it's okay. He wants to play. Look at him. He wants to play. What an adorable little thing. Look. He's so cute. Ah, so cute. I can't stand it. All right. So that's it for the Twitter peeps. Let's get out of here. And you know what? Before we get on to Chantal, I will forewarn you guys. She's high. She is high. The eyes don't lie. Her pupils are blasted. And there are rumors and whispers that she might be on Captagon. So before we get into her live and you see her looking high, acting high, please allow me to give you some information about Captagon. What is it? What does it do? We all need to be informed up in here. Captagon. Phenylethyne, otherwise known as Captagon, was originally developed in the 1960s as a medical treatment for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, and narcolepsy. It was once highly prescribed due to its efficiency. However, its potential for that word and harmful side effects led to its eventual classification as a controlled substance. Despite being banned in most countries, Captagon remains a significant presence in the blank drug market, particularly in the Middle East, where it has been linked to funding for certain organizations and insurgent groups. All right, so let's more information about that. Captagon is a synthetic stimulant composed of phenylethyne, a drug that metabolizes into amphetamine, and this right here in the body. Amphetamine then stimulates the central nervous system, increasing alertness and energy. While the other thing, I hate big words. I really do. A bronchodilate. How in the world do you say this? These are like Scrabble words. I hate them. Enhances the stimulant effects. This medication was initially praised for its therapeutic benefits and was used to treat conditions such as ADHD, narcolepsy, and in some cases, depression. Patients reported increased focus, reduced fatigue, and improved mood, which made it a popular prescription rug in the 1960s and 70s. The transition of Captagon from a medical rug to a recreational one began in the 1980s, when its stimulating effects were discovered by non medical users. Captagon's ability to induce euphoria, increase stamina, and reduce the need for sleep made it highly attractive for various groups, including students, professionals, and soldiers. Its popularity in the Middle East soared due to its perceived benefits in enhancing physical and mental performance, making it a common choice for individuals in high stress environments or conflict zones. Similar patterns of use with amphetamines were reported within the German army during the Second World War, indicating that the abuse of amphetamines in war zones has a history that predates Captagon specifically. Captagon blank is predominantly reported in the Middle East, with significant usage in countries such as Saudi Arabia, Syria, and Lebanon. The rug is often referred to as the poor man's Coca Cola due to its affordability and potent effects, such as performance enhancement. Users, including students and professionals, consume Captagon to increase concentration and stamina, enabling them to work or study for extended periods without fatigue. Weight loss. The drug's appetite suppressing properties make it appealing to individuals looking to lose weight quickly. Huh. So is Foodie taking Captagon to lose weight? Is that why she's talking about losing weight? She's trying to use it to lose weight. Speaking of losing weight, let's go back in time for a minute. Let's go back to the pages of history. Chantal has tried to lose weight before. She did lose some weight during Crackhead Olympics, but that's because she was on the Coca Cola. The Coca Cola, it gave her energy, it kept her up, it made her not hungry. She does have a severe food addiction, and the only thing that stopped her from eating was the Coca Cola. And she was doing a lot of it. She would go all day without eating, and then when she wanted to come back down from being up all night, she would do her edibles, which would then kick in her need for food, and she would sit for hours and have B moments, like massive B moments. So I'm wondering if Captagon has that same effect with her. Weight loss. The rug's appetite suppressing properties make it appealing to individuals looking to lose weight quickly. Euphoria. Captagon induces a sense of well being and euphoria, making it popular amongst recreational rug users. Combat readiness. In conflict zones, soldiers and militants use Captagon to stay awake and alert during long periods of combat, often referring to it as the chemical courage. Captagon is typically consumed orally in tablet form, although it can also be crushed and snorted. The tablets often bear a logo, two interlinked C's, which has become a recognizable symbol of the rug. Its distribution is facilitated by sophisticated smuggling networks that operate across borders, making it readily available despite strict legal prohibitions. These networks often involve high level corruption and organized crime, contributing to the rug's widespread availability. Side effects of Captagon abuse. Compared to other stimulants like amphetamines and Coca Cola, Captagon's effects are more prolonged and intense. Its combination of amphetamine and theophylline produces a unique high that is both mentally stimulating and physically energizing. However, this also means the potential for abuse and dependence is significantly higher, and the withdrawal symptoms are more severe. Short term side effects of use include, but are not limited to, increased heart rate and blood pressure. Now, let's keep in mind that Chantal has an enlarged heart and she also has a heart murmur. So I would think that Captagon would be dangerous for her. Insomnia and sleep disturbances, hyperactivity and excessive alertness, reduced appetite, anxiety, and agitation. Long term side effects of use include, but are not limited to, Dependence and addiction. Users develop a tolerance requiring higher doses to achieve the same effects, leading to physical and psychological dependence. Cardiovascular issues. Oh boy. Prolonged use can cause severe cardiovascular problems, including, pay attention, foodie, pay attention to this one, including heart attacks, hypertension, and arrhythmias. And she's already got a heart murmur. She's already got a heart murmur. Psychosis. Long term abuse can result in paranoid delusions, hallucinations, and severe anxiety. Neurological damage. Extended use can lead to cognitive impairments, memory loss, and brain damage. Mood swings. Users often experience extreme mood fluctuations from euphoria to deep depression. Aggressive behavior. Chronic use can lead to increased aggression and violent tendencies. Ooh, oh my, oh my. Oof. Well, well, is that something that she should be taking? Sounds dangerous. But I want to share some information about that with y'all because I think it matters. I don't know what she's taking over there. It could be Captagon, it could be something else, but you're going to see in the live that she's high. Miss Mama is high. She's got light directly onto her face, and her pupils are like this. I mean, they look like plates, but I'll let you guys decide and tell me what you think in the comments she's doing, if anything at all. But let's get on to this live, shall we? And I hope you guys enjoy the react. Let's do this.
Tight on the head. No. Thank goodness, eh? My lips are dry.
Gee, I wonder why. You taking something?
Hey, Lavisa. This fan is blowing hot air. Dog paws.
Now, I have heard that when people take Captagon, it makes them feel overly hot. I know she's wearing the abaya and the hijab, and that locks in body heat. If she wanted to cool down, she could have taken off the abaya, taken off the hijab, stayed off camera, and cooled herself down before she came on camera. But because she's insisting on camera, coming on camera high, covered all the way up while it's hot, yeah, she's going to overheat a bit. But Captagon does have the effect of making you feel more heated.
A heavy meal. I didn't finish shisha. Yeah, it was strong. Makes me drowsy because I don't smoke it every day anymore. It's a bug bite.
Well, maybe the reason why you're feeling drowsy is because you're smoking too much. Do you think?
I think it's the chiggers.
Yeah, people have been noticing she's itching quite a lot, which could be a side effect of the Captagon, or it could be something else. It could be, say, sand fleas. As we all remember, she and Salah did not want to spend money on regular cat litter. So what did they do? They went out and they got a bunch of sand from the outside and brought it in so that Julia could use sand for cat litter. Well, that dirty sand could have sand fleas in it, which might transfer over to Chantal and make her itch.
I feel giddy, like friggin' I've had some like laughing gas or something, but
And once again, one of the side effects of Captagon is euphoria.
it's just shisha and the heat makes me. It's like I find I look like a silkworm. I look like a seal. Thank you, Carrie. It's the chiggers. They're biting me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I had. Did you guys see that meal? I thought they were okay. I asked.
I mean, I have a question. I got questions. You guys are going to see I got questions sometimes. I want to know if she's wearing the abaya and she's wearing the hijab and she's completely covered up all the time, how are the sand fleas or chiggers or whatever biting her if she's all the way covered up? I mean, maybe she's not covered up off camera. I don't know.
For a chicken sandwich, KFC style, like a sandwich and fries. They bring you 4 huge chicken breasts covered in mushrooms and some kind of spicy cheese sauce, and a whole French baguette.
Well, If that's part of the meal, if the baguette is too much, if anything's too much, you can always say, I don't want this food. Or you can tell them to, put the sandwich or the baguette in a bag and take it home with you. You don't have to eat everything all at once, Chantal. Or you could have saved part of the food and given it to somebody. Since you want to do acts of charity, you could have done that. Just taken half the meal, eat half of it, give the other half to somebody else, and done some good work.
Congrats on the status in Syria. Thank you. I seem happy. Can't complain. That was a celebration meal, by the way. We're
What are you celebrating?
not going to be eating there every day. We went to Louis Vuitton, sprayed free sample cologne. That's what I would do. I would go into Hermes and be like, "Do you have any freebies? I might consider buying a purse, like if I save for 15 years." Psych. Reason, hello. I always do this. It's like a tick. I don't know why. Who's my favorite YouTuber right now? Hey, YouTube lover, Tracy.
Okay, Luna Moon Tokyo says, do you think they gave you a whole loaf of bread because of your size? We could hear the workers laughing. Hey, I don't know what was going on in the background, but I'm thinking of something right now. It's coming to mind right now. I remember when Chantal went to Cuba and she went to the eating area, and the workers there gave her an entire leftover cake. Y'all remember that? They gave her an entire leftover cake,
I was gonna get grilled chicken. Yeah, I know.
but you didn't.
I was craving junk. It's gonna creep up. I gotta be careful. I found a fast food place. Hey, Lulu. Be grateful. Gomes, I am. Thanks, Gulabi. Gonor Retabiel. Hello. Larry. Oops. To infinity and beyond. Hey, Andre Marie. You have to have an invite, yeah. Hey, it's Hermes. We invite you to come spend $25K on a crappy purse.
You would never spend $25,000 on a purse, Chantal. You'd rather spend that $25,000 on men and food.
Maybe their purses are. I don't. They all look the same. There's like no variety. The only variety is like in the hardware they call.
You know what, Chantal? Stop fronting. If somebody gave you a free, genuine Hermes purse, you would take it in a heartbeat, and you would turn that into content on YouTube. You'd be on YouTube bragging, look, I have an Hermes purse. Look at me. Aren't I special? Nah, not really.
Call it the little clasp. Like who's gonna notice? Anyway, sorry. You know my beef. Yeah, I'm allowed to stay here for some time. We could hear the workers laugh. Actually, Salah said that I was from Canada, so he thinks that's why they brought extra food. We're like,
Now, I don't think they brought you extra food just because you're Canadian. I think they just, not to be rude, they saw you as a woman of a bigger size and figured you'd want more food, and you didn't disappoint. You took it. You didn't turn it down and say, no, thank you. You took it. Of course, you took it.
there's a fat lady downstairs. But you know what? They don't do that out of malice. Hey, Liz. Hi,
How do you know?
everybody. They do it.
Or maybe they were just trying to prompt you to come back over and over and over again. Like if we give her some extra food, she'll come back more often and spend money here, and that's a good thing.
Out of being welcoming. Trust me. Anywhere we've gone, they serve us extra food because they see that I'm fat.
And you take that as a compliment? You think that's a good thing? Are you sure?
Hey, SB. Did you blow up the toilet? Actually, I did use their washrooms, and they're very nice and
Oh boy, did you blow up their toilet? Please tell me you didn't blow up their toilet.
Western.
You didn't crack their toilet bowl like you did back in the apartment. Because if you blew up their toilet, if you left quite the mess for them to deal with, The next time you go there, I don't think they're going to be giving you any extra food.
Some cool plants. Olive trees, Neopets. La Serie, forever and ever and ever. Yeah, I mean, people think of Syria, they think of only bad stuff, scary stuff. Well, there's a really amazing side to it I never expected.
Nobody in Girl World said that Syria was bad. Nobody said that. All that we've said is it's not a safe place for people to travel. And because you're in Syria, a lot of people have done some research and some digging and some homework and found out that people who were going over there as YouTubers, the process they had to go through to do the vlogs there, we found out that there was one YouTuber that had to get the proper work permit and work visa and get permission to film certain areas. They had a guide to show them where to go and where not to go. And they also travel with security. And a lot of YouTubers that have gone to Syria, they don't post videos until after they're out of there. You, on the other hand, you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off, filming everything you can, and you're not taking notice of where you are or caring about what's going to happen to you. You're being very, very foolish over there doing monetized live streams, collecting money, making money without a work permit or a work visa, filming people without their consent. I mean, you're just playing with fire.
Local business. They only opened a few months ago, by the way. Yeah. Refugee status allows you to stay. Refugee status allows me to stay. If they seen my husband walk in, they'd be like, "Oh my God, teardrop! Your husband would love the portions." From now on, we've learned.
I'm not, you know what? I'm going to be rude. Chantal, I'm sure that when people see you and Salah together, without even asking any questions, they know exactly what's going on. They know why he's with you. Without even asking anything, they know what's up. They have to know that you are his pay pig, that you're paying for things, and that's why he's walking by your side. It's not out of love, it's out of financial want and need.
Learn that Salah and I, we can just share a plate. Because
You share a plate when? Where? Point out exactly when you've ever shared a plate with anybody.
I finished half, not even half. He had one of my chickens. I had one big breast, which is supposed to be a chicken tender. Those are supposed to be 4 chicken tenders. They're 4 chicken breasts, loaded with mushrooms. They were so good. Oh my gosh, the bread was so soft. Hi, Mary. Really, used to be. Hey, Morticia. We asked what the G is, and they just said it's to avoid copyright from saying KFC. So they just.
You know, when she did the live that I just reacted to, we saw her eat a little bit of food. And I'm going to throw this out there because it matters. So, is it a stretch of the imagination to say that a feedie paid for the meal? So, she did a little bit of eating in front of the camera for YouTube, putting it on her YouTube channel as a way to attract more feedies, to get them to contact her through Cameo and Instagram to do more feedie content off of YouTube. But the purpose of that visit might have been to, after her live was over, because her live wasn't that long, and she didn't show herself eating all of it, that after about 34, 35 minutes, cut off the camera and do another separate video for a private feedie that actually paid for the meal. Is it a stretch of the imagination to imagine that? Because I think that's what happened. Like a little bit of something for YouTube and a little bit of something for the feedie who actually paid for the meal.
You know?
Because Chantal has gone on record as saying, if you want me to go out and eat somewhere, you're paying for the food. She doesn't like paying for her own food. She likes to find people to pay for the meal. So on top of getting a free meal, she's going to get some other compensation on top of that. You're paying for the meal, but you're also giving me X amount of dollars to eat it on camera for your content.
a lot of work for. He has ways of making money.
Yeah, like what? And why can't you talk about him? Why are you being sketchy? You're not saying how is he making money? How's he making money, Chantal?
Legal ways. I mean, look like Robson.
Yeah, exactly. Like what? If he's doing it the legal way, why can't you say what it is? Is he working at a store? Is he working as a real estate developer? What is he doing? Why can't you say what he's doing? He's making money off you. That's pretty apparent. So what else is he doing that you can't talk about?
Stuff. Don't worry. There's a lot of stray dogs. A lot. And sheep. There's a lot of sheep, but they're not stray. Hey, Nicole. The cheese sticks were huge.
ECP says you make Salah sound so sus. Yeah, she does.
He's a real estate agent. Aspiring. No, I'm just joking. KFZ BBJ. You make him sound sus. I know, it's just because I'm not really like going into detail about stuff, but I don't know. No, because it's not like I'm a Syrian citizen or anything. Even so, I don't have anything on my record that would be sketchy, you know? The camping stove, I know, undercover. Undercover cutie, look at the profile pic.
YouTube lover says it's odd, isn't it? People usually try and escape refugee status, but you're celebrating it. Yeah, she's romanticizing it. And she's not a refugee. Although she says she is, she's not.
Yeah, we're just, you know, Green Rainwood, welcome to our permission. I mean, why would they? I've heard a few people say that. You mean you think that they're going to think that I'm into some kind of like terrorism or something if I go back to Canada?
They might. They might question you. They might strip search you. You don't know until you try to go home. Right now, you're gloating because you think you've won. You're like, I'm a bad girl and I'm in Syria. Wait till you try to go back home to Canada.
Nubby Goat got blocked. Nubby Goat 2. I need some water. I'm so thirsty. That was salty. Wow. Why would I lose citizenship? No, I'm not a citizen, or it's not even a residency like he has.
So you're not a citizen. What are you? What's your status? Are you on a tourist visa? What are you doing?
So like it's just being able to stay here.
So it's like an extension on your visa, correct? How is that possible that you got an extension on your visa and you did not apply for it yourself? You weren't even there in person. How is that possible? It's not.
And I do have
Mo Money said, Salah said you are a permanent resident. Maybe that's what he wants her to think, so that she purposely overstays. Maybe that's part of his revenge plan, letting her think that she doesn't have to travel anymore and she can stay there. And all the while, she is overstaying her visa, which is going to land her in trouble later. She's just happy over the fact that she doesn't have to travel right now, but it might come back and bite her in the butt later when he decides to ghost her and take her money and Julia with him.
to go back like every I don't remember what he told me. Permanent resident? Well, I don't know. Green gifted one. Thank you, Green. Thank you for gifting. Hey, Vanna.
People are telling her in the chat that she's going to get questioned. One person is saying that she's going to be strip searched. K2 says, you will be questioned. Count on it.
Harris. Oh, I know who that is. I don't have TikTok here. I miss it. Thank you. You'll be questioned. Yeah, I'll be questioned. I got questioned from coming back from Kuwait. I'm going to call them out on it. I'm going to say, it's because I'm coming from Syria, huh? Are you stereotyping me? I did last time. They just laughed. Hey, Scene.
Yeah, because they thought you were stupid saying something like that.
Lizzie, we don't know. I don't know how long I'm staying. Hey, Summer Solstice.
I am so invested I am so interested in what's going to happen on payday. Y'all, I am just waiting with bated breath. What's going to go down after payday? And payday is not that far away. It's only 7 days. I can wait. I'm patient. Let her gloat. Let her be happy for the moment. Something's going to happen after payday. I don't think Salah is going to be happy with that check. Oh, he's going to be mad. He's going to be mad.
Thanks for the what did Nubby? Oh, unblock Nubby. I can't do it when I'm on my phone. I got questions. The live is wild. It was reposted on YouTube. He broke into someone's house. I will though, Nubby. Don't worry. I'll be flagged. Yeah, I'll be flagged. When I first came back to Canada, I had a suitcase full of soaps from Salah's business. I'm basically a tourist can stay up there. Yeah, I don't know because I had to. Salah had to bring the marriage certificate and everything, and then get copies of it. So I'm not sure. But anyway, whatever the case, I get to stay and I don't have to worry about traveling right now.
Yep, that's all she's thinking about. I don't have to go anywhere. I can just sit at the house and seal and eat fast food. That's all I wanted.
You shouldn't be cocky when going back.
Nope.
I have freedom of speech there.
There. Not where you're at, though.
Plus, I'm Canadian citizen.
And so what? They're going to look at you sideways when you go back home because you've been to Syria.
No, I won't be cocky unless I really need to be.
Like that's going to get you anywhere. Like that's going to help your situation. Go F around and find out. Tell me how that works out for you.
Like, yo, not everyone who comes from Syria is like, like what? Just because I came from Syria. But cross that bridge when you get there. Yeah, right. I might be denied entry into some countries. What? Because I have Syria on my passport?
Now, we told you that.
I never heard. Oh, that's weird. Why would you ever go back to Canada? Doesn't make sense. Well, I don't know. I have family there. Oh, that's a kid. A lot of Canadian. Don't tell Canada do your worst. A lot of Canadian Syrians go back to Syria to see their family. I personally know one of them. She never had issues at the border. The world is big, yeah. What I do with all the trash?
And I'm going to say once again, as I did in the React that I just posted, I think it's really sad and really disgusting that anymore Chantal just treats Canada as an escape when she goes to other countries and she makes a mess and she's disrespectful to the people, to the culture, to the beliefs. She's using her home country as a back door, as an escape to get away from the messes that she causes in other countries. She doesn't think of Canada as home. She looks at it as a way of escape. Like it's always in the back of her head. I can go to other countries and be disrespectful to the people and do awful things, offensive things. And then when I'm done, if I get in trouble, I can go fly home to Canada and be safe for a while.
Salah takes it downstairs, and then I don't know what happens to it. But I honestly don't know. I really don't. What did I have to drink? Well, did you see the coffee on my community post? It was the best coffee. It's a Turkish coffee. They were always negative, I think. Gets on your nerves after a while when you don't see anything positive. They'll discover your suitcase is full of snacks and not so you'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, KFG's number one fan says, it's more because you willingly went to Syria. You're not visiting Syrian family. You've married a Syrian, and that can be a red flag for radicalization. Not saying you are, though. Yeah, like the fact that she willingly went to Syria. She's not a Syrian citizen. She doesn't have Syrian family. They're going to be asking questions.
Apparently, there's like landmines still in the ground from the war times. I don't think in our area, but Colombian coffee. We use AI to take our minutes. Oh my gosh. Arabic is great coffee. It is. Not forever, no. Taking minutes is awful. You willingly went to Syria. You're not visiting. Yeah, he's my husband, so KFG's number one fan. Hi, baby. You gotta go to the doctors. You gotta get shaved. Salah wants to give her a lion cut. I said, just give her like a mullet. No, what's that called? Hey, Broken. Landmine bees. Yeah, that scared me. I'm like, what? You still have bombs from World War One and Two in the ground in Belgium? Oh my gosh, summer solstice. People marry Syrians. She'll be allowed to travel. I know. I'm just not entertaining it. I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, sure, whatever. That's all right. Give Smoochy Face a mohawk. Fugitive Beauty, Nicole, Mena, Lunar, K2. It lists everybody like in order. That's funny. Someone told me if you drank 3 cups of coffee, you could see through walls. You're not on the list, ECP? Somewhere. The coffees that come in little cups mess me up the most.
That would be espresso. I think that's espresso. Very concentrated.
When I was in Katimavik, I had 2 espressos, and the whole van ride home, people were wishing they were not on this planet with me. Oh, shoot. I'm a first-time cat owner, so I'm not even sure how cats sleep when they sleep. Oh, boy, Rosie. Yeah, they're going to destroy your house. Nubby would have been higher. Oh, Nubby, go. Am I going to make the donation things?
No. No, she's not because she can't make money with it. Nope. Just say it. Nope. Not going to do it because you can't split the money between the organization and yourself.
I have to give some thought, like, what I'm going to do. I don't really know, Mike. I mean, we do help a lot, like, just in everyday things. Like, every day we're helping somebody.
Like how? Name the ways in which you help Syria.
Somebody new, a few people, like, So, by the way, kids start working here. They can work as young as 8 years old. Whenever
That's so rough. Those poor children working that early. They should be outside playing with each other and having a ball. They work and then they go. I can't. That's so sad to think about.
waiters was like 12. Yeah. They work young here to earn money.
Yeah, Summer Solstice says, "Oh, that's great. Child labor." Genuinely says child labor isn't a laughing matter, to be honest. No, it isn't. Not at all.
You know? Hey, Tracy. But they still go to school. Child labor. No, it's not labor. It's not like intensive labor. It's just,
It is child labor. They're working, aren't they? That's child labor.
jobs to earn extra money. You change.
See, Goatsy says they probably have to work to be able to support their family since they don't earn much. Morticia Adams says they had to quit school to help the family again. Like, oh, that's so sad.
Your profile pic? What is that?
Those poor children.
8 years old. I haven't seen any 8-year-olds working in stores, but child labor. No, well, I guess it kind of is, but he just helped with the drinks and stuff, not like I think he was the kid of one of the owners. That's why. But yeah, you see some kids helping their families with working and stuff. They don't see it that way here. There's a lot of countries that are like that, you know. You're number one now. Let's see. Yeah, Tracy, you are. How come? That's funny. I don't know how they calculate it. Ah, yeah, kids help out at their families' restaurants everywhere in the world. Yeah, that's true. In some countries, they have no choice. Kids have to work alongside their parents just to make ends meet. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, people just really have no idea, you know? That happens in Mexico too, where my family's from. Children, preteens work. Yeah. Oh, it's Harris. Okay, like Kamala Harris. Like, come on. There you go. My kids would rather die than serve a single drink. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Depends how many times you chat. I don't know, Gulabi. I don't know. You're, were you, Megan, working at your family restaurant at 12? No, they don't hold your passport. I had dinner. Yeah, I did. Thank you, HNH. Lobster rolls.
She just ate. She's already dreaming about her next meal. Lobster rolls. Girl, you just had an entire feast for 4 people at KFG. Calm down. Lord, how can you do that? If I ate a really big meal, I wouldn't even want to think about food. It would just make me nauseous to think about more food. My stomach would be inside of me tapping out saying, no more. Don't even think about food. We're getting nauseous down here. But not her. She's thinking about her next meal.
Oh, Canada. I keep mine safe. Yeah, it's in my travel bag here. I'm not a prisoner. What? You guys, it's not like you think. Unblock the beezers, you rage beast. You teach the youth to stream so they don't have to label anymore. Teach them to stream. I could. I mean, you hit go live. There's no talent in what I do whatsoever. I'm completely useless to society.
You know, Chantal rarely speaks the truth. Rarely. It's rare to get truth out of her. And she just spoke a little bit of truth. She just said, there's no talent in what I'm doing. I am useless to society. Very, very true, Foodie. For once, you're telling the truth.
Hey, Vegas doll. Give USD dollars. Seafood, I've never had seafood here yet. But yeah, there's fish. That one looks homemade. Does that even exist? Why didn't I just get that then? Why did they give me 15 days if I'm Canadian to begin with? The heck? Another stamp? What? Have to enjoy life. Thank you. Tracy, no. Wait, let me go back. Does Teardrop have me blocked? Uh, are you rich in Syria?
No, she's not rich in Syria. She does have more money than most of the people there, but to be fair, poverty and starvation and food shortages are rampant. So she's coming over there with better than average money for Syria, but she's not rich. But I'm sure she loves the fact that she has more money than most and she feels like royalty there.
I'm not rich.
No, you're not.
My carrot ferment turned out mushy. You're gonna use it for hot sauce? Ooh, that's a good idea. It'll add like a bit of sweetness. There's bed bugs. I don't know. We don't have bed bugs. There's chiggers.
Have you looked for bed bugs? Do you know how to look for bed bugs? Do you know where they hide and where to find them? Chantal, do you know what they look like? I don't think you know what they look like. Bed bugs are a nightmare, okay? And a lot of people will tell you that have had them before. They are a nightmare. They look like little apple seeds and they can hide virtually anywhere, in wall sockets, behind pictures on the wall, uh, right there between your bed cushions, behind the headboard, anywhere. They're a nightmare. So, how do you know you don't have bed bugs?
She's going, no, I'm not. It's like an oven slow cooker. The sun warms up the facade of the house all day. Syrian, you're welcome. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Tequila Mockingbird. That's a cool name. Hey, Cleo. KFG scented sweat. I'm starting to feel better. I was feeling a little heavy there. Sweat. I don't know. The G just is the G in KFG is just because it sounds like C. University is so expensive.
I'm jumping ahead of her stream, y'all, because she's dragging for me. I've done two reacts today. It's like, let's get this over with, Foodie. I'm impatient today. Let's get this over with. I have to work later on tonight. I'm just trying to get through this as quickly as possible. I don't want to miss anything important, but it doesn't look like there's anything important. So I'm just like, let me just capture some of this and get gone.
I know. Ugh. Kentucky Fried Gerbils. Gorgeous dark hair. Yes, the hair is incredibly gorgeous. You mean in the restaurant? Middle Eastern people are beautiful, period. Right? Now you know why I married a handsomest man. We love your Italian accent. Bueno noches. A lot of people think all of Middle East is like that. I know. It's true. They think that out in the market. Ah.
Yeah, there were a lot of people in the marketplace staring at her, but I'm sure she's quite the spectacle when she goes out.
The live dollies. Yeah. Your internet's weird. It's probably better than mine. Handsomest man. I'm Syrian Lebanese. Really? Have a beautiful son. Yeah, I bet. Mashallah. I'm barely 5 feet. Oh. Any man under five is a little boo boo. I used to be. You like bald men? Oh, see, for me, that's number one. No.
Chantal, can I ask a question? What is this obsession with you smelling your fingers? Are you obsessed with the way things smell? Are you looking for bad smells? Does that do something for you? You get a kick out of it? Is it a fetish of yours? Because you're forever like smelling your fingers. Are you looking for bad smells, good smells? What smells are you looking for that you're always smelling your doggone fingers? You scratch your butt and then you smell your fingers. You scratch underneath your arms, you smell your fingers. I mean, what's wrong with you?
Unless it was Salah. He could, he could, be completely disfigured tomorrow and I would still love him.
No, you wouldn't. Because you're all about the aesthetics. You are. You fall in love with your eyes. If somebody is hot, you're always looking for hot. If you think they're hot, you'll pay for them. But if you look like Shrek, you wouldn't bother paying for them. I guarantee you.
Yes, Nikki Fitness, right? Yeah, they are. Touch the facial hair. I don't know what bit me. Something bit me. Bed bugs. No, don't say that. Hold on.
What is she doing?
Are you doing anything to prevent malaria? No.
No, and you should. You should have gotten vaccinated.
He was trashing the Gem cartoon. Does it have a Lulu man? No, it has little stores that have ice cream. Ice cream. Thanks, Julia. I'm trying. I didn't do a weigh in. Is it a far drive to KFG? Not really. Not too bad.
Well, that was stupid. What she just said. She wants her privacy and she doesn't want people to know where she's at. But she just gave a detail away. People asking her, "Are you far from the KFG?" And she said, "No, it's a short drive." You're an idiot, Chantal. You're practically giving your location away.
So you weren't talking about your health. Oh, yeah. Did you teardrop? You should have had the mushroom Swiss. Oh, no. Whopper. Hmm.
This comment, Nicole the Stepford wife says, "For all the traveling you have been doing and changing your lifestyle up, I think you have been doing great. You seem like you feel good and you have more energy and you've lost weight." Well, that last part of her comment, that could be Captagon. Hmm. You seem like you feel good. Captagon will make you feel euphoric and energetic, and you have seemed to have lost weight. Also, that could be because of the Captagon.
You know what? You know what? Teardrop, it doesn't even matter which. Hey, Carolina, which country you're in. They always have coupons for the. Is it the long chicken sandwich?
Still talking about
It's
food.
salty and peppery, and the mayo is good. Remember,
I am so jumping ahead of this food talk. I don't care.
got a DoorDash fling. The DoorDash guy was hitting on her. Well, I mean, maybe he has the hots for her. What can you do? No, she's welcome. Who doesn't like being complimented? Right? Oh, come on, you're lying. I don't believe you. The two cute frog. Hello. Everyone calls you a lol cow. Hey,
Ooh,
so am I, Julia. So am I.
wait a minute. What? Hold on a minute. Wait a second. Who is this person? Julia Dixon. I love it. Everyone calls me a freaking lolcow. Who calls you a lolcow? I don't know you. I haven't heard your name mentioned by any of the reaction channels, so who's calling you a lolcow? Why are you thinking this?
Bermuda Triangle Bees 1 and 2. You don't like the detention? Oh, we're all very modest. KFG should collab with you, the Missile Refi Burger. You love attention, Witchy? I don't like that kind of attention, actually, though, anymore. Yeah, bees are trivia. Yeah, Katie. They know where you live, yeah. Zach, the government office here is, oh.
How would you know? You didn't go there.
Sault Ste. Marie, Kim. Hello, wow. of course you're not going to be as close as you were, you know, but the gloss is popping. Yeah, I'm glad.
Okay, you know what? She's boring. She's just babbling. I'm going to give her a few more minutes and then I'm going to cut out. Y'all okay with that? I hope you're okay with that because this is just.
I got it at a yard sale. It's probably used. That thought actually really grosses me out. My boyfriend runs ahead of me. So why does that sometimes like he?
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to torture my ears anymore. And I'm not being a lazy reactor. Okay, I've done 2 reacts to her today. And this one, she's not raging. She's not having a meltdown. She's not having a crash out. She's just talking about doggone food. So we're done. We're caught up for now. She could go live later on. I don't know. But we're done with this one. There's no need to continue. We got enough for the day. We're out of here. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank y'all so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.